Clarify how mid-18th century India was beset with the specter of fragmented polity. I think it is also previous year question, PYQ. Clear? Clarify. Clarify means you have to make clear. That is why argument should be very clear. Clarify how mid-18th century India was beset with the specter of visibility of a fragmented polity. Fragmented polity, you understand? Smaller units. So how, clarify how. It is accepting, just understand the question demand. The question itself is accepting that mid-18th century was beset with fragmented polity. But what you have to do is, you have to go beyond this. You don't have to explain that it was beset with fragmented polity, but you have to clarify. Was it really fragmented by, was marked by fragmented polity? Here also, understanding the question is quite demanding. It's not simple. Question is accepting that mid-18th century was marked by a specter of fragmented polity. No, you don't have to explain this. You have to go beyond this. Answer will start not from here. And normally what happens in this kind of questions, when candidates write the whole answer and from the point their answer ends, is the point where the answer should start. That is why. So after writing 150 words, you say that you have written the whole answer. But the point you conclude, the point is the starting point of the answer. How can you expect marks? This is clear. So question is accepting mid-18th century India was beset with specter of fragmented polity. You just have to clarify. So they are asking about clarification. Clear? Clarification when it is asked. Clear? It is accepted. You need to prove that. You need to clarify it. And clarification is done through arguments with examples. So first of all, clarify how mid-18th century was beset with the specter of fragmented. How can you? What could be the major points? So I told you, I give you a hint. Fragmented polity is there. Try to clarify it. Try to make it simple. Try to make it acceptable. How will you clarify? Clarification is asked. Third battle of Panipat, Nawab of Rohilkhand ruler, Bundela rulers, Ahmad Shah. Okay, fine. Anglo-Mysore wars. What do you understand by fragmented? Smaller units, fragmented polity. How can you explain fragmented polity? Every region has the own distinct system of polity and administration. That system. Why every region? So every region had, which were those regions? Bengal, Awadh, Hyderabad, and Mysore, Marathas, Sikhs, even Jats, even Satnamis, Rohilas, having their own system. Even you can write Afghans also if you're writing that battle of Panipat, even Afghans, Marathas also, it's clear. So already it indicates fragmented polity. It is accepted in the question also because it indicates decline of Mughal Empire. So when Mughal Empire began to decline and disintegrate, especially after the death of Aurangzeb in 1707, the whole Mughal Empire got divided into smaller units, Bengal, Awadh, and the Hyderabad. And therefore, mid-18th century was marked by a specter of fragmented polity. This is true. Now, how will you clarify this? This is not the answer. Question is clarification. Normally, people will write about this only, but you will have to clarify it. Conflicts among themselves. Chauth and Sardeshmukhi, Chauth and Sardeshmukhi. Any other thing, how clarification can be done? Clarification can be done through proper structuring. That 18th century was marked by specter of fragmented polity as different sets of states existed. You have to clarify on this basis. Clear? Some of these states which were established in mid-18th century, these states were known as the successor states. Clear? Which were successor states? Number one, Bengal. Second successor state was Awadh. Third successor state was Hyderabad. Clear? Why successor states we call them? You have to clarify it because the founders of all these major provinces were officials of Mughals and they still owed formal allegiance to Mughal emperor. You can give some example. Bengal founded by Murshid Quli Khan. He was an officer of Aurangzeb. Hyderabad was founded by Nizam ul Mulk Asaf Jah, 1724. He was also officer of Mughal Empire. And Awadh was founded by Shadat Khan Burhanul Mulk, who was not only Nawab of Awadh, but Wazir of Mughal Empire. that all indicate allegiance to Nawab Wazir. All Nawabs of Awadh was also known as Nawab Wazir. That indicate Wazir of Mughal Empire. So all these states were successor states. One clarification is there. There's no doubt about it that there were fragmented polity which can be clarified on the basis of successor states. Give examples also. Then there's another clarification of fragmented polity, that there were some states which were rebellious states. Most prominent rebellious states being Marathas, Sikh state of Punjab, even Rohilas were rebellious states. Clear. So all these were rebellious states. Why we call them rebellious states? Because they always revolted or showed rebellious tendency against the Mughals. Give the examples also. Marathas also. Banda Bahadur, who was against Bahadur Shah first. Clear. So these were all rebellious states. At the same time, there's another classification also, and that classification is related to the middle Gangetic plains. And in this Gangetic plains, there were large number of agriculturists who were against Mughals, and they established agriculture states. The most important being Jats, who began to rule in the region between Agra and Mathura. Clear? And the Jats established their own state also known as Bharatpur. So Jat state of Bharatpur, it became agriculturist state in India. Clear? So your third classification will be agrarian states, purely agrarian states. Purely agrarian states. Clear? Agrarian states will be Jat state, and the state being known as Bharatpur. The most important leader also can write, the leaders being known as Surajmal. Surajmal is known as the plateau of the Jat tribe. Clear? You can mention about Jats also. In the central part here, the one religious group also came into being. So one was religious groups and states, and religious groups and states in this, the example will be of Satnamis. They revolted in the Gangetic plain and carved out their own state. Clear? So Satnamis, religious and religious groups and states. These are all clarification, meaning thereby classified into different sections. So states cannot be written as such. You have to clarify. Obviously, the mid-18th century was a specter of fragmented polity. And there also you have to mention different political system also. Successor states, why there are no successor? Because more or less they followed the polity of the Mughal system. Rebellious states followed their own polity marked by military political system. Clear? Agrarian states marked by agrarian system. Religious states marked by religious inclination. Why fragmented polity they're asking? So polity means successor states, they continued with Mughal system. Rebellious states, they had their military system of polity. Marathas, you can write. Clear? Sardesh Mukhi and Chaudh, they began to collect with military forces. Clear? Then agrarian states, Jats, they had their own concept of ruling over states with agrarian domination. Clear? So you have to highlight, clarify this. So if they're asking about clarify how mid-18th century India was beset with a specter of fragmented polity. Don't go writing just the states. You have to clarify it. Clear? And fragmented polity has to be emphasized. Introduction and conclusion. Introduction can be simple. Clear? Introduction you can simply write. Clear? On the debris of the large Mughal Empire, several independent provincial states were established by mid-18th century. Simply on the debris, because it was the large base Mughal Empire only that provided. So on the debris of Mughal Empire, several provincial states were established by mid-18th century. How do you conclude this question? With the death of Aurangzeb, the Mughal rule weakened, leading to formation of regional powers, decline of Mughals, emergence of successor states. No long reign of any Mughal emperor after Aurangzeb's death. That is a factor for the rise of Mughal provincial kingdoms. Clear? So these are the factors for rise of Mughal. Factors has not been asked. They're accepting that fragmented polity was there. They're asking from us to clarify it. Okay. Then you can, in successors, you can shoot a gig example of Nawab Wazir, especially of Awadh, that indicate they continued with Mughal system. That is why they are known as successor states. It can be, you can give this angle that even though large number of states were established, fragmented polity got reinforced because of the mutual quarrel or mutual conflict. You can give the example of Marathas and Mysore. Even you can give the example of Nizam of Hyderabad, because they fight among themselves also. They even supported the British also. And that all indicate their own system of governance. It can be. But it's basically question on fragmented polity. It's not about fragmented objective. Fragmented objective could have been lead to writing about the mutual quarrel. But it's not about fragmented quarrel. It's about fragmented polity. Fragmented polity means system, largely system of governance, system of administration. So you have to focus on fragmented polity. And that you have to go with this classification, because successor states followed the polity of Mughals to a large extent. Rebellious states followed some military political system. That is, most importantly, the military forces or mercenary forces of Marathas, Pindaris, clear, Chauth and Sardeshmukhi collection. That all was not in line with successor states. Successors never collected that. And agrarian states, they followed their own system. So, mean to say that it's fragmented polity. That is, polity got differentiated from place to place. This needs to be highlighted.